afternoon. My name is Andrea Horwitz, and I'm the Executive Director of the Federal Executive Board of Minnesota. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Public Service Recognition event celebrating the top finalists for the 2019 Civil Servant of the Year Awards. Thank you to the University of Minnesota's Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps for providing the color guard and national anthem for our ceremony today, as well as the 133rd and 934th Airlift Wing Public Affairs Department for helping put together this year's virtual ceremony. Civil Servant of the Year honors our top-performing federal employees and military service members. Due to the pandemic, we were unable to gather and celebrate the achievements of our federal community last year. And although we're still apart, we now have the technology to virtually share this day together. As we do for our annual ceremony, there will be a social media presence for our event. Please join us in recognizing our category finalists and Public Service Recognition Week by tweeting or posting to social media sites under the national hashtags ThankAFed and Proud to Serve USA. I would now like to introduce you to Johnny Maxon, Deputy Director of the Joint Detachment Minneapolis and the current Chair of the Federal Executive Board of Minnesota. Let's welcome Johnny to our virtual stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Johnny Maxon, Chairman of the Federal Executive Board of Minnesota. And on behalf of the Federal Executive Board of Minnesota, I would like to personally welcome all of you to the annual Civil Servant of the Year recognition ceremony. This year we celebrate and honor those of you who have went above and beyond, providing the highest level of service and continue to make the federal government a better place to work and serve, especially during such a very difficult and trying year as we dealt with and continue to deal with the COVID-19 epidemic. I would also like to pass my sincerest appreciation to the many men and women that stepped up to create this world-class event worthy of this year's award recipients and our guest of honor, Brigadier General Sandra Best. This week is designated by Congress as Public Service Recognition Week, and I am grateful for the opportunity to thank all of you for what you do on behalf of our nation. Each and every day, the Federal Executive Board has the pleasure of witnessing firsthand your many remarkable contributions and achievements. Civil servants ensure that workers get paid, airplanes fly safely, monitor threats from other governments, help find housing for vulnerable people, monitor rivers to ensure safe navigation and track natural disasters to prevent danger to Minnesota's citizens and minimize property damage. Others ensure that veterans receive top quality health care and that they know, understand, and receive the benefits they have earned. There are thousands of civil servants completing these and other tasks every day, bettering our country. In a modern government, there is a continual need to accomplish more and more with fewer resources, despite the monetary, personal, and moral difficulties associated with this challenge. As you continue your work, you serve the public and find innovative solutions to new and reoccurring problems. Whether you're being recognized as a top performer today or are attending to support an award recipient, what you do makes a difference, and I would like to sincerely thank you for your public service. One of the many joys and honors of serving as chairman is that I get the distinct honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Brigadier General Sandra Best, who serves as the Special Assistant to the Chief, National Guard Bureau for Diversity. In her position, she advises and assists leaders across the 54 states and territories in institutionalizing diversity and inclusion in order to attract, recruit, and retain a quality, inclusive, and equitable workforce that reflects the many communities the National Guard serves. General Best serves an additional state duty with the Minnesota National Guard as the Deputy Adjutant General. In this role, she is responsible for providing guidance, leadership, support, and oversight to the Minnesota Department of Military Affairs, where she builds and maintains strategic partnerships with the state and federal interagency organizations. She has additionally served as the Minnesota governor-appointed interim adjutant general during the 2020 transition of leadership. At this time, I am honored to present Brigadier General Sandra Best.
Federal leaders, military commanders, civil servant awardees, and your families, I am honored to be a part of your 44th Annual Civil Servant of the Year Award celebration. I am Brigadier General Sandy Best, Deputy Adjutant General for the Minnesota National Guard. I have 37 years of military service, to include nearly 20 as a federal technician, and I am honored to share my thoughts on servant leadership. Today's event recognizes your exemplary service, extraordinary leadership, rare dedication, and keen innovation in your job performance. Congratulations on being recognized for your service, leadership, dedication, and innovation to your organization. Jack Welch says it best: before you're a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. When I get home after a long day at work, my husband invariably inquires, "How was your day?" Quite honestly, at the end of a long day, back-to-back meetings, decisions, interruptions, and various forms of communications and interaction, I'm simply too worn out to even talk about the day's events. Very often I will simply respond, "Leadership is hard." Preparing my remarks for this event, I was forced to take a moment to reflect, why is leadership such hard work? Why do I always indicate leadership is hard work and not management, supervision, or routine duties? And then there is servant leadership, putting the needs of our employees first and helping them develop and reach their full potential. So what is leadership? How is it defined? There are countless articles, books, and instructional videos on leadership. They span generations. Some offer bits of useful information and insight, while others are less captivating. Rest easy. I plan to keep my remarks light. A little textbook info, but primarily I will share what I have learned and experienced over the years. The military, federal service, and every progressive institution is challenged with developing leaders. Not just supervisors or managers, but individuals with the potential to inspire colleagues, peers, and subordinates alike, to achieve organizational goals and to do so with a positive, inclusive, and can-do attitude. It has been my good fortune to work in both a federal technician and military capacity. From my perspective, both offer opportunities for professional advancement and personal growth. Both provide people with early opportunities to lead. We've all seen it. Sometimes an individual just stands out. He or she may not be an assigned supervisor, but nonetheless, peers and junior members of the organization look to this person for support and insight. These individuals, when mentored properly, are without a doubt an incredibly valuable and powerful resource. I would classify this individual a leader. These type of individuals have significant personal power within the section or team and can be a supervisor's best resource or worst nightmare. How you focus that raw talent takes leadership skill. So what is a textbook definition of leadership? Leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others toward the achievement of a goal. Certainly a relatively sterile definition. However, note the definition does indicate leadership stems from social influence, not authority or power. Personally, I prefer Bill Gates' definition. Leaders are those who empower others. Maybe his definition is too simplistic, yet it provides food for thought and does lead us in the right direction. Agency Inc. CEO Matthew Morgan opined in a June 10, 2019 essay that outlined 7 qualities leaders must adopt. They are: believe in the purpose, take full responsibility, ability to move on and forgive, humility, optimistic and realistic, values others' opinions as well as confidence in your own, and self-acceptance. These are all noteworthy. However, I would add 3 more: absolute integrity, professional competence, and empathy. It has been my pleasure to have served with some incredible leaders. Conversely, I have served with some not-so-gifted leaders. Given my military background, I try to give these not-so-gifted leaders a little slack by understanding they may have been influenced by archaic leadership styles that are no longer serving the military, but at one time were not only accepted but preferred. To be clear, the intent of this discussion, whether military or federal service, focuses on leadership in the workplace keeping pace with the need for change. When my husband entered the military, it was drilled into him that the mission comes first, before family and certainly before personal preference. Although mission accomplishment remains a priority, our mantra now is people first, mission always. Think about it. The shift makes sense. People are our most valuable resource. Without people, the mission fails. So this is where solid leadership is vitally important. As we explored earlier, leadership does not necessarily require appointed power. However, the two are not exclusive, and generally when we think of leaders, we do know that invariably they hold supervisory or management positions. So leaders, people first. How do we do it and still balance the needs of the organization? Initially, it is imperative that individuals have a clear understanding of expectations and responsibilities. It must be clear the job has to get done. So leaders, it is your job to also ensure those people have adequate resources to complete their assignments and do so in a safe and non-threatening environment. They must be mentored to see how they fit and are able to grow within the organization. When norms are not met, action taken must be timely, appropriate, and uniform. Treat the counseled individual with dignity and respect. Provide the roadmap to write their course of performance. Additionally, too often, periodic feedback is only accomplished when mandated. I believe it is essential to provide all assigned with honest, sometimes critical assessment of their performance. Yes, it can be painful. However, long-term, it will help the individual mature and succeed. I try to have weekly or periodic syncs with my direct reports. I routinely provide feedback on what's going well and what needs to improve. And I make time for conversations to deliver timely feedback when the situation warrants. In my early years, I am not sure I thought of myself as a leader. You work so hard for promotional opportunities and titles like commander. Your title is how you view your function. I know now that commander is solely a title, a function. Leader is what every commander, supervisor, or manager must aspire to be. As a leader, you are a role model. You will be watched. Your every action is open to interpretation. Absolute integrity and professionalism is essential. I suppose it is possible to be an effective supervisor while lacking a sterling character. However, that person will never be a leader. More and more often we hear of an exceptional person being described as a servant leader. The title kind of describes the concept. It is a leader who focuses on the needs of others before considering his or her own. It is an individual who encourages diversity of thought, who creates a culture of trust, has an unselfish mindset, and fosters leadership in others. Certainly, it is a healthy and reasonable to be proud of your status or accomplishments. But I can state that there is no greater reward than to mentor an individual or team and watch those folks mature and capture professional success. A servant leader guarantees the future success of an organization by salting the organization with high-performing, motivated, and psychologically healthy individuals. A servant leader leaves his or her people and organization in the best possible position. So yes, leadership is hard work, but the rewards greatly outweigh the effort. It is truly a blessing to help individuals achieve professional success, to provide them with a collaborative, inclusive environment where they are respected and valued. Helping and supporting those we work with overcome personal and professional challenges can be life-changing. I close with this quote from Simon Sinek. The true price of leadership is the willingness to place the needs of others above your own. Great leaders truly care about those they are privileged to lead and understand that the true cost of leadership privilege comes at the expense of self-interest. Congratulations, civil servant awardees. Your journey is not over. Strive to continue your personal development as a servant leader. Cultivate and grow the individuals you are privileged to lead into tomorrow's leaders. Today, we celebrate your leadership success.
I have the distinct honor of acknowledging our highly deserving Civil Servant of the Year nominees. Before we recognize our exceptional civil servants and their incredible contributions, I would like to first recognize the people who serve throughout the FEB network. Throughout the last year, federal employees have worked within our interagency councils, programs, and planning committees. Agency leaders have served on our policy board, working together to support the federal workforce. Over the last year, we have seen our councils adapting to unexpected circumstances and putting in the work needed to make FEB programs successful, despite the challenges that have arisen. Thank you to everyone who has made FEB programs possible throughout the last year. In planning for the Civil Servant of the Year event is no small task. And therefore, before I continue, I would like to also thank our federal volunteers who contributed immensely to the planning of this event. This year, they modified their usual planning process and worked to adapt the ceremony for this digital format. Thank you to everyone in the Civil Servant of the Year Planning Committee. We are honored to have representatives from U.S. Senate and congressional offices to select the winners from the top 5 finalists in each category. 2 of those representatives are joining us today to announce the finalists and winners in each category. Carol Stevenson from Congressman Jim Hagedorn's office, and Luis Gonzalez from Congressman Dean Phillips' office. Thank you to all Blue Ribbon panel members who came together to review the finalists and select our winners.
Good afternoon. My name is Carol Stevenson. I'm with the office of Congressman Jim Hagedorn in the 1st District, and I'm pleased to recognize the 2020 finalists in the Customer Service Awards category. Cynthia Gago, Federal Aviation Administration. Courtney Inglesby, Food and Drug Administration. Leah Malik, Social Security Administration. Delta Nelson, VA Medical Center. Jory Sullivan, VA Debt Management Center. And the 2020 winner in customer service is Delta Nelson, VA Medical Center. Congratulations, Delta.
Good afternoon. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and I'm from the office of Congressman Dean Phillips of District 3. I'm pleased to recognize the 2020 finalists in Excellence Beyond Expectations. Dan Barras, Federal Aviation Administration. Sarah Cavallo, Social Security Administration. James DeCan, DoD Air Force Reserves. Ashley Hendricks, Defense Contract Management Agency. Amy McNamara, USDA Agriculture Research Service. Sarah Stevens, DHS Customs and Border Protection Hiring Center. And the 2020 winner of Excellence Beyond Expectations is Dan Barras, Federal Aviation Administration. Congratulations, Dan.
I'm pleased to recognize the finalists in the Innovation Awards category. Gary Amundson, USDA Agricultural Research Service. Eric Eaton, VA Regional Benefits Office. Daniel Fleck, VA Medical Center. Tyler Horner, Air Force Reserves. Matt Zizzo, Federal Aviation Administration. And the winner in innovation is Gary Amundson, USDA Agricultural Research Service. Congratulations, Gary.
I am pleased to recognize the 2020 finalists in the leadership category. Shauna Bloodsaw, Transportation Security Administration. Vicky Kovisto, VA Medical Center. Sarah Leslie, Department of State, Minneapolis Passport Agency. Patricia Obi, Bureau of Indian Affairs, Midwest Region. Mandy Olson, USDA Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service. And the winner in the leadership is Sarah Leslie, Minneapolis Passport Agency. Congratulations, Sarah.
Last but not least, the 2020 finalists in the Unsung Hero Awards category. Twyla Kennedy, Small Business Administration. Diane Langer, Federal Aviation Administration. Todd Mills, VA Medical Center. Elda Munoz, VA Regional Benefits Office. Christina Oliphant, Bureau of Indian Affairs, Midwest Region. And the winner of the Unsung Hero Award is Twyla Kennedy, Small Business Administration. Congratulations, Twyla. Congratulations to all of this year's nominees, finalists, and winners. Thank you for your service.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating the 2019 Civil Servants of the Year. Congratulations to all the winners. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for viewing our virtual program and supporting the incredible people we recognize today.